Hello everyone, it is Two Shed Scabby. I am finally settled in enough to get a Peniel a penny video going today. Peniel, that's a new speak. It's been nuts, but we're slowly getting things pretty good as far as organized. I've got my office somewhat. I got to get these nasty curtains down. Those things are so dirty. But there's the little desk I brought from. I was going to get another desk, and I kept asking people on Facebook if theirs was still available. Nobody would answer me. So I took the little L thing off of this one and just brought this one here. It'll work for a while. I've got my printers set up. So I got the shelf there and the shelf there. Back on the this was the living room of this house. And so it's still a little, this is a piece going to my son. Just haven't had a chance to get up there yet. That's me back there. So it's getting organized. I've got a lot of boxes of stuff I still got to get out and get it organized. In fact, quite a few of them. But we're getting there. This was the copper pennies prior to 2024. I think it's 240 pounds, and then up there under, I know it looks awful, but that's where I have the 2024 copper going right now. I'll just keep putting them up on top of the safe. Hopefully I'll get my $260 this year. 260 pounds. Let me slow down a little bit. For 2024, that's my goal. Anyway, I've got this box of pennies ready to go. It did have a wheat penny and a Canadian penny ender. This one is a 1940 something, and that's just a Canadian ender. Always like finding things like that. This box of pennies. This is the second box of pennies I got from my friend in West Virginia, and we couldn't find it. I went through all these boxes and stuff here, and it was just not here. I contacted my friend in West Virginia, said, didn't we bring it over here? He helped me move some stuff over here. He goes, yeah, we did. Couldn't find them anywhere. I don't know what happened, but we went back to the other house to get more stuff, and I opened the coat closet, and there was the box of pennies up on top shelf above the coats in the coat closet. That would be a 95% chance my wife stuck them there to get them out of sight, which means we hadn't brought them over here to the new house, but that's okay. I was thinking that it was another Loomis box. I contacted my friend again. I said, hey, these are not Loomis. He goes, no. He goes, unfortunately, this was from the other bank he gets them from. After getting the 54 wheats in one box, we wish it had been from that same bank. But anyway, hopefully it'll still be a good box. He's still been getting over 10 wheat pennies and over 3 pounds in almost every box. And so I'm hopeful that I'll do the same. I'll get started right away. Got a few more things to tell you, but we'll get into it right now. Okay, that first roll had the wheat penny. It was a 1941. That's the wrong one. Where'd my wheat penny go? Oh, there it is, 1941. And there was 10 copper in that one. My lighting in here is still not good. I did pull out this thing. Stage lighting. My wife hates those things, but I had to do something to improve the lighting a little bit. I'll go to the next row, the one with the Canadian penny. That first Canadian that was an ender was a 1968. And then about halfway through the row, I found another one. Let's see if I can get the lighting to work here. There we go. I found this one too that I like to use. It's right overhead. Got it clamped on over here. So maybe I'll eventually work around till I got enough lighting. This is a 12-sided Canadian copper, 1983. That's cool. Oh, guess what I haven't found yet? My little scale. I thought it was in this box with all this other stuff, but it's not, so I'll have to look around. I've got 2 of them, One of them I had over at the other house, but I think I've even brought it over here. So I'll look around here in a few minutes and try to find that. I noticed if you buy junk silver from anyone, I saw that JD Bullion has a sale going. Just got the notice a little while ago. It's 76 cents over spot. If you want to go to JD Bullion and check that out, buy a bag of some type of junk silver. Pretty good copper in this one too. Looks like maybe a dozen, 10 or 12. This is the third roll, and this is the third Canadian copper. This again is 12-sided, and this one is in really nice condition. 1988. Pretty nice. This is near the end of the next roll. The fourth roll in here is wheat penny number 2, 1957. Hope y'all can see these. The lighting doesn't feel that good to me yet. I got this stuff beaming down on it. It's like, why ain't it showing up better than this? 57D, wheat penny number 2. Hope I can find those scales, weigh those things. This is the very next roll again, fifth roll, and another Canadian. That's 4, 1981. I have all three different weights of the Elizabeth Canadian pennies already. I did a terrible thing. It's really frustrating. When I get ideas, or if I come across a website or an article that I want to look into more later, or like if I think of a joke and all these different things, I text them to myself. And a few days ago, I opened up my texts, and all the texts to myself were gone. And I searched and searched. They're not in my phone. They're gone. I'm like, oh my goodness, all those ideas that I had for future comments and pictures I wanted to show and articles I wanted to read are all gone. I mean, probably a few hundred. I don't understand. I mean, I've called people accidentally before, but how do you delete all of your text to yourself? I'm so frustrated. Really, really is irritating. If anybody knows how you retrieve those things, I'd be very interested. Yay, I found my scale. How can you search without your scale? My wife can't. This is the little magnifier that lights up. I just put some new batteries in it that I usually use. My wife is still going through stuff with this new house, and she just came across this big gargantuan thing. It's almost like a fake marble handle, I guess. Huge. Not bad. Anyway, I don't usually keep many pennies set aside, but this one is really, really nice. Super nice condition, so I think I will put it aside and put that in a flip. I like to keep the ones that are old, the copper ones that are just super, super nice. And I'm pretty picky these days because I've got quite a few put away, but I think I'll keep this one. That one is in pretty good condition. Well, this is the 7th roll, and here's 2 Canadian pennies back to back. 1973, and then a 12-sided, what year is that one? 1984. That's pretty cool. That's already 6 Canadians. Still just at the 2 wheat. So you guys, if you keep a wallet in your back pocket, you know, you go to the store and you buy something and you get 2 or 3 ones back. And you go to somewhere else, you buy something, you get, you know, 3 or 4 ones back, and they just start piling up. So I got to where I was just putting them in my sock drawer and just holding on to them. And so I just found one of my little bags where I pulled them out of my sock drawer. Big old stack of ones over here. Is that another Canadian? Golly. Sure is. A lot of 82s I'm finding. 1965. Wow, that's cool. Maybe I'll get a slew of Canadians. Well, I'm now in the 12th row, and I have found my third wheat penny. Yay. 1951D. There's 3. The copper so far has been really good. I mean, it's still early, but I feel real good that it's going to keep going like this, and I'll get well over my 3 pounds. So I've talked about the discount things I get at Kroger sometimes. I stopped in there today and went over to the little last chance discount section, and I found these bags of pistachios, and these are habanero for $1.45 a bag. I got somebody knocking on my door. That was my mom's grass cutter wanting to get paid. My mom's over here yakking, and he's waiting to get paid over there. 69D. Boy, sometimes it just don't want to focus. When it focuses, it looks real clear and nice, but it don't want to focus. This last row had 15 copper, and that's not uncommon. I've been getting, a dozen per row. And these guys are pretty good. They're not what I would call habanero hot, but they're pretty doggone good. Nice bag of them for $1.45. You can't beat a bag of pistachios for $1.45. It's amazing. So for fun, I just looked up how much a pistachio nut is supposed to weigh. And the average whole pistachio nut should weigh 0.57 grams. So I took one of these out of the bag. These must be soaked in liquids and all that stuff to get flavor in them. Because that's considerably more than double it's at least double 0.57 grams. So this is not your normal pistachios. I am in the 14th row, and here is wheat penny number 4. I guess we're doing pretty good as far as my goal for 10 is concerned. 1946 Philadelphia, wheat penny number 4. Not too bad, I guess. So a couple days ago was my wife's birthday. 63rd birthday, and I'm 63, but I turn 64 next month. And she loves a prime rib. So I took her to, what is it called? The Texas Roadhouse, I think it is. There's one a couple miles from where we live, and we're always real happy. The service is always really good, and we're always pleased with the food. What in the world? That's a nasty looking penny. Anyway, got her a prime rib and sweet potato and a salad. Ate a couple rolls, had a good time. It was nice. But I saw some kid, I guess, had been given to him and didn't take them home. The little crayons. And I've noticed, so I grabbed them up. Their crayons now are triangle. Ain't that cool? You get 3 little crayons in a bag. Did I say Texas Roadhouse? I think that's what I said. Well, that's where we went. Anyway, well, you got 3 cool little triangle crayons. Those are pretty neat. So I can pick them up. Well, the very next roll, the 15th roll, and there is Wheat Penny number 5. Keep them coming. 1955 Philly. I tell you, folks, I've just got to invest in something to get the lighting where I like it better. I called a guy. Well, it's a big story. We had a contract on the house, and we had even said as is, and they agreed to it and gave us the price we wanted. And then they wanted to do a inspection just for their own, supposed to have been just for their own information. Well, there's another Wheat Penny. Cool. Wheat number 6, 1958D. So they had the inspection, and all of a sudden they sent us this list of ridiculous things to do. And it's supposed to be as is. And there's another Wheat Penny. Look at that. That's 3 in this row. Cool. 1945. That's nice. That's 6 right there. Already. And so my agent is talking to me, and she said that she talked with their agent a little bit, and she thinks that the agent is pretty new, and these things come back, and some of the stuff was just absurd, you know. Get a qualified person to check out the HVAC. It's like, it's working, it's been working, but you require me to pay a service call for me to get a piece of paper that says it's working. You know, it's things like that. And some of it, there's a few little legit things. In the electric panel, there's a couple of little issues, even though it was supposed to be as is. So I have agreed to do a few things to try to appease them. But if it goes too far, you know, just forget it. I've got 3 other people that made offers. I can go back to one of them. Let me get another roll. Okay, this is the next roll, but I think I see the second one is a Canadian. It is. Come on. 1972. Cool. Anyway, I called the electrician about taking care of a few of these little incidentals. And he's going to come out, I think, what day did he say? End of this week. And so while I had him on the phone, I said, hey, I am buying a house that was built in 62. There's another Canadian. Golly. 77. That's a bunch of Canadians. And I said, you know, most of the house has just got the 2 plug outlets. I need it to be updated. You got a general idea of what it would cost? I told him the size of the house, and he said, well, we're doing one not too far from there, but it's 4-bedroom, 3-bath. I said, well, this is 3-bedroom, 1-bath. And he says, it's a couple of different levels. I said, mine's 1 level. He goes, well, anyway, the house we're getting ready to do this rewires $30,000. I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm like, okay, I probably won't call you back. I mean, I hope that, golly, folks, $10,000 will just about wipe me out. But it really needs to be rewired. It really does. I need, you know, in modern days, we plug in so many things. And I can't just have these things, breakers popping all the time. And they're not even the newer regular breakers. So I'm going to have to do something eventually. Might not be till maybe the end of this year. But I sure hope I can get it done. At the end of the 18th row, I'll find another Canadian, and this is the 10th one. Yep. 1976. Well, 19 copper in this row. The very next row, and another Canadian. I guess that's 11. Usually 10 plus 1 makes 11. 1981. I was pulling stuff out of boxes, and I realized, let me show you here. Oh, there's the copper from that last box I did a while back that I got the 54 wheat pennies, and I hadn't put the pennies into a box yet. So after this box I go through, I'll have to add these two, and I think that will more than fill up another 15-pound box to start onto the next one. I just noticed I hadn't done that in all the moving about. Wow, look at this, folks. This is a rough penny. I believe it says 1945. That is in really bad shape. You can't hardly even tell that it's a wheat penny. But it is, and so that makes it wheat penny number 8. That's a rough one, though. Indeed. 82. Bunch of them. Haven't found a 2009 yet. 82. Oh, and I did find a 2000 Canadian, not copper. 22nd roll, and here is another Wheatie. That's number 9. That's pretty good. Wheat number 9. Number 9? Number 9. You guys ever see any of those dad jokes on like YouTube or maybe even Facebook? I was watching one the other day. The guy says, "Honey," he goes, "What day are we leaving for vacation?" There's another wheat penny. 1956. Cool. Anyway, he says, "What day are we leaving on vacation?" She goes, "March 1st. He goes, "Oh." So I walked around a little bit and I asked her again. Oh, that's nice. That one's close. Man, I might ought to. I already found another one, and it was 74 too, I believe. Yeah, look at that. Man, that is nice. This one is a little bit pitted. Gosh, I don't know. That is, I'm gonna set it aside. I don't know. I may or may not. I do like the ones that are really nice. The next row again, golly, folks, another Canadian. This is 12-sided, and I think I see another Canadian right there. I believe that's at least 11 Canadian, if I haven't missed something. Not counting the not copper. 1997. That one is not copper. Oh, I can't see that. Golly, it's awful. I believe that says 64. That's copper. There's another Canadian that's not copper. Another one. Golly. 1964. There's a dozen copper ones. Oh, it's wheat. Wow. 1957 wheat penny. Holy cow. There's 10. We're not halfway through the box, and there's 10. How about that? My friend in West Virginia is going to be happy to hear this. Another Canadian. Golly, folks. 1979. Wow, how many was that? Like 4 plus a wheat? The next row and another Canadian. That makes 15 copper Canadian. Oh, plus earlier in this row I found two 2009, the only two I found so far in the box. That is a whole lot of Canadian coins in this box. I've now gone through 2 rolls in the second half, and in this row I found my 16th copper Canadian penny. There's also a couple that are not copper, 1978. I'm going to try to go through the second half a little bit faster than the first. Folks, in the next row, this is the third row in the second half, I found 3 more, 2 from 1981 and 1 from 1987. That's 19 copper Canadian coins in this box so far. That's crazy. Hey guys, I'm in the 6th row in the second half, and I have found weeding number 12, and I see something going on behind it there. What is that? I don't know. Let's see what year this is. 1955, wheat penny number 12, cool beans. And what is this? Oh, okay, it's another Canadian. Now, you know, it's an older one, 1957. That is 20 copper Canadians. Pretty crazy. And another one. What year is that? 21 copper Canadians. Golly. Holy cow. Another one, folks. Another 1981. Holy cow. That's insane. That's really cool. Is that 22? I'll have to count. Now I'm in the 8th roll in the second half, and here is wheat penny number 13, 1952. It's real dark all around the edge of it. It took me a while to figure out the 2 there. Well, that's an interesting color. Anyway, there's 13. And I wanted to show you all, I think I mentioned in the last video that I had misplaced my Spyderco knife. Well, I found it, and it was in my sock drawer with my dollar bills. Don't know, I don't remember putting it there, but that's where I found it. It's an 82. 82. Bunch of them. I tell you, I believe this is a really good box. 13 wheat already, and 22 Canadian copper. Crazy. 10th row in the second half now, and this is wheat penny number 14. And I think I see a Canadian back there behind it, about 2 back. 1947. Wheat penny number 14. That is really neat. There's another Canadian. I believe that's 23. What year we got there? 1973. That's a big old stack of Canadian. 82. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look there. That's nice. I found a dime. I love finding dimes. It's not silver. That's all right. Let me grab my little piece of paper over here. Okay, this is dime number 18 this year. 18. We'll put it in our little slot right there. Very cool. I'm hoping I just might get 4 pounds of copper. I know I shouldn't be knocking on wood yet, but it's a lot of copper. Roll number 11 in the second half, I found 2 more Canadian, 76 and 78. Makes 25 Canadian copper pennies this box. 12th row in the second half, and I have come to wheat penny number 15. Man, folks, this is a great box. It's amazing. 1950D. Cool. 15 wheat and already 25 Canadian copper pennies, a few of them that are not copper. And I got a lot of copper. I'm really looking forward to seeing how much I get. I have not been weighing the 83s. I hope I haven't. I was thinking earlier, it's like, I wish I could kind of look in life in like in Judgment Day or something, go, just how many copper 1983s did I pass up? I mean, he'll probably say none. You just never know. Usually I try to weigh some, but look at that penny. That's a mess. Wow. 66. It's copper. We'll take it. Oh, I see another Canadian. That's 1940. That's the king. Holy cow. Another. Wow. That's a nice one, too. King George VI. 1940. That is so cool. I love finding these coins, and that's a really nice one. Wow. I don't think that's one I need for my book, but I sure do like finding these. One of these days, once I get organized in here, I'm gonna make a video basically showing you how I sort and put everything away, and I'll show you a lot of these things, like how many King Georges I've got and stuff like that. But give me a few more weeks of trying to get organized. But that's so cool. 1940 King George. Man, oh man. That's copper, so that makes it 26. Golly, what a box. I just have to speed up this video a little bit for you guys. The next, roll 13, I got wheat penny is a 57, number 16, and 3 more Canadian copper pennies for, that makes 29. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to speed this video up a little bit for you. Next roll, I found wheat penny number 17, and it is a 1944 Philadelphia. Also another Canadian non-copper. The next 2 rolls, I found 3 more copper Canadian. 81, 84, and 69. That makes 32 copper Canadian pennies this box. Oh my folks. Roll number 17. Look what I found. 1917 San Francisco. Well over 100 years old. San Francisco. That is so cool. I don't remember where I heard the joke, but I heard the joke one time about San Francisco, and it's something about I lost my harp in San Francisco, but it's just always in my head. 1917 S. Wow. That is weight eating number 18. This 1917 S goes right into my book. That's another one. That's so cool. Look at this, folks. Next row. Wheat penny number 19. Copper pennies number 33 and 34. Canadian copper pennies. I went through a few more rows, folks. I have 3 rows to go, and I found 2 more wheat, 2 more Canadian copper, That makes 21 wheat pennies. It's a 56 and a 51. I found a 64 and an 82 Canadian copper. It's just a wild box, and I've just got to get 4 pounds. I got 3 more rolls to go. I'm gonna go through them and show you what I found. Okay, folks, in those last 3 rows, I got another wheat penny, 1952, 2 more Canadian, 73, and what was that one? 89. That makes 23 wheat pennies in this box and 38 copper Canadian pennies, and that includes a King George. Wow, unbelievable. I got my dime. I got a couple other of the super nice coppers that I'm going to keep. I was just getting so much stuff, I didn't stop for all of these, but I got just really nice ones there. Amazing box. Let me weigh out my 82s here, and then we'll see how much copper we got in today's copper. Boy, I sure am hoping it's over 4 pounds. Look at this, folks. I've never had this happen before. I had 71 1982s. These are the zinc ones. These are the copper ones. It's always, every other box I've ever done, I've had 2/3 copper to 1/3 or less zinc. But this time, a vast majority of them were zinc. That's just weird. Somebody's pulling all the copper 82s out or something. I've never seen that happen before. Okay, I'm over here at my scale now for the moment of truth. Let's see what we got. It's heavy. It's heavy. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 4 pounds and about 5 ounces. Oh, my goodness. That's so cool. That is amazing. That is a fantastic box of pennies. I've said it. I need to contact my friend and order a bunch of boxes and then go pick them up. I'm going to contact him tonight and tell him I'm going to start sending him some money. I'm hoping that I can get him to pick up about 12 boxes of pennies for me. And once I get settled in here, I'll drive over there to West Virginia and pick them all up. Amazing, guys. Crazy box of pennies here. And that was, 1 penny, well over 100 years old, San Francisco. It got me a King George. Well over 4 pounds of copper. Whole bunch of Canadian copper. And a good stack of Wheaties. Pretty doggone cool. Thanks for watching, and give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about this stuff. What do you think about those 82s? Is that crazy? See you next time.